Hello, hello. Good evening. Hope everybody's doing good. I am trying to get this to work. I'm going to be playing The Longest Journey, but it's an older game, so it's being difficult at the moment. Let's see. If this works. Mm. There, you get to see my wallpaper. And it makes it tiny. Why? Hmm. And apparently I've lost the sound to this. Hmm. Oh, we got sound again. Okay. Step one. Why is it so tiny? Also, I am deaf. If you could just maybe not.
Hello? Testing.
Oh,
One.
geez. Hi, April.
One.
Alright. Hmm. And I can't move my cursor to go change it on Streamlabs. And then when I minimize it, it goes away and I can't change it at all. Okay, well, I'm gonna try something here, maybe. Okay, it made it bigger. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Need like a technical difficulties music going on here. Okay, we're gonna delete this. Ow. Okay. Yeah, when I do game capture, it's like, it's not a game. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean it's not a game? It is a game. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See, I try window capture. I don't know. I don't know what I can click here. That's only audio. I would like to have more than just the audio. I think the audio was working. At least it was working for me. I was very deaf for a second there. Okay, we'll try this one. See if this works. I think I got it. Okay, hold on. Try this again. Okay, April, talk to me.
Hello? Testing. 1, 1, 2, 42.
Thank you. Is she too loud? Is she good? Am I too loud? I don't even know. Anyway. The Longest Journey is one of like my first point and click games ever. It was like, I think it's late 90s, like 99, 98, somewhere in there. Very old, very Moon Logic-y. Okay, it needs... I might break it again. Let's see. Is that a little better? Not too loud? Because it gonna get loud. There's definitely loud parts of this game that... Like when you're watching something and then the commercial is 100 times louder than what you were watching. It's definitely loud for me, too. Let's see. Is that even picking it up now? I don't know. How about... I will... I don't want to feel like I'm trying to yell over it either. Alright, we'll try that. And then we'll try adjusting it in-game too.
Hello? Testing. 1, 1.
I just get that one music note over and over. Yeah, if it's like unbearably loud, just let me know.
2, 42.
Okay. We will try at this. I think it's okay. I'm not yelling over it. I can still hear it. I don't know if you guys can hear it, what you're hearing. All right, I'll start it, and then once we get to the first part where I can adjust it, we'll adjust again. Begin the journey. I am ready. Prologue. A lion in the streets.
So, you've come to hear me tell a story, have you?
Thank God it's voice acted.
We would love to hear one of your stories. You have seen so much. You have lived so long.
Oh, so good of you to remind me of my age, child. No, don't worry. I am an old woman, but I've lived a long and fulfilling life, and I do have stories to tell. Which story would you like to hear?
A true one. A true story.
All my stories are true, child. There are enough fairy tales in the worlds already. There's no need for me to make up
Worlds, plural.
Tell us the story of the balance, then.
You want the story of the balance? Oh, that's a long story, child, and not one I'd venture to tell at this hour. But perhaps I
You know,
story that I heard
I'd
as a
probably
young
judge her for
boy.
calling these people child,
A story that became a crucial turning
but I
point in
get
the
it.
history of the Ballards. And that set in motion wheels that, to this day, are still turning.
Please, yes, that does sound like a story we'd like to hear.
Very well. This story, like all good stories, begins where it ends, in a tower, in a realm that is no more.
Yeah. Funcom presents. Look at them graphics. The Longest Journey. Written and produced by Ragnar. Yep, that name. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What what am I looking at? Mm-hmm. Pulsey pulsey. Bright light. Hmm. Uh, this kind of nudity. It's very undefined. Welp. Dramatic music. Oh, om nom nom. Time to eat the tail. Oh, there she is.
Oh, no. Don't tell me I'm dreaming again. You
I-
know, for once, just once, it would be nice to have a decent night's sleep without waking up screaming from a bad dream at 4 a.m.
Alright, ready? April.
I'm in my undies. That's so not appropriate. Postcard pretty.
Postcard pretty. Sunrise.
Pristine and picture perfect dawn.
Storm
Why does it start
cloud.
again this way? Even the weather sucks in my dreams. I feel so charmed.
Do do do. Options. We will
Hello? Testing one.
turn it up some. Alright,
I'm in my undies.
can you hear her talk about her
That's
undies?
so not appropriate. Real life never looked this good.
Real life never looked this good.
Real life never looked this good.
Are we not gonna look at the tower? Okay.
Storm's coming. You know, that should really have been my cue to wake up.
Okay. Ugh. Still quiet. Still quiet. Still quiet. Hold on.
Hello? Testing. One. Hello? Testing. One.
Alright, we'll leave the music lower. Maybe like that.
I'm in my undies. That's so not appropriate. What's happening?
Oh,
Perfect. I guess if I don't do something to save that egg, I'll suffer 7 years of bad karma or something.
or something. Big egg. What do I do?
Lucky thing the egg got caught between those roots. It's a long way down.
There we go.
It's a nest, padded with large scales, very large scales. For some strange reason, I have a feeling I should get the hell out of here before the tenants return. This is interesting. I've never seen a scale this size before. I'll keep it as a souvenir.
Where? Where are you keeping it? You know what? Never
It's a
mind.
nest,
Don't answer that.
padded. Looks reptilian, but it can't be. It's much, much too big, and I don't much care for reptiles.
Maybe.
Did that sound come from the egg? Boy, that's some chick.
What? You just said it, April.
I don't
Please.
think I can get a good grip on it. It's too big and slippery, and I might drop it by accident. I'm an artist, not a botanist, but I'm pretty certain this tree is dead, or close to it.
Okay. Oh.
Something happened to this rock quite recently, and it probably altered the course of the stream. Hey, maybe that's why the tree's dying.
Oh, ah, I got it.
Fresh mountain water. Back in the real world, they'd probably charge $15 a bottle for this.
15 bucks? Okay.
I'm an artist, not a botanist.
Yep,
but
you
it's
said that.
dry as a bone. It'd probably snap right off in a second.
Well, let's snap it off.
Oh, the suffering we must endure.
What?
Talking tree.
Why do you take such pleasure in torturing us?
Torturing you? Who are you?
We are the voice of all trees, the spirit of wood and leaf.
You're a talking tree?
No, a tree does not talk. At least not in your tongue. The tongue of trees is the language of wood, root, and leaf.
Who are you then?
Like we said, we are the voice of all trees. Whenever an injustice is done, we must speak for the tree if we are present.
It's the branch. I shouldn't have broken the branch off.
Oh, what does it matter anyway? There is nothing more to be done for us. We are simply here to provide comfort in the final passing to Earth.
We? I only see one of you.
I'm in the tree.
We are one with our host, as we are all one spirit, but legion.
Yeah, thanks for clearing that up.
We do not expect you to understand. You are human.
Do do do.
What
Boop.
happened to the tree?
Oh, the pain. As the battle raged,
Battle?
between the mother and Black Chaos. She was only protecting her child, but it would not back down, and the force of their battle shook the mountain. The brook that fed us was led astray, and without water, we began to wither and die.
What's the deal with the egg?
Egg? What egg? Oh, of course, the child. Whenever the mother was absent, we were entrusted with the safety of the child. But now, withered and without strength, we can do nothing to help. We have failed the mother, and we despair.
I
Our shame
I
knows
don't
no
mean to
bounds.
judge the mother,
Who are you again?
but I feel like a tree is not a good
We are
babysitter.
the wood spirit. We come to all trees in the hour of great need to provide comfort and aid in the passing to earth, and to give a voice to those who suffer. Our time is running out as we speak. The passing to earth is about to begin.
Leave me alone to
Be
die.
patient.
What about the egg?
Oh, it is too late. Without sustenance, we do not have the strength to bring it safely home. We have failed, and the earth will know our shame for all time to come.
Is
Isn't
there
there
anything?
anything I can do to help?
Oh, we do not expect a human to come to our aid.
What?
Lose the attitude, okay?
Yeah.
Just tell me if there's anything I can do.
It is futile. We need water, but there is none. Not after the brook changed course.
I'll find a way. Don't panic.
We do not panic. Unlike you, we accept our destiny. If, however, against all odds, you do succeed, we will carry the child safely back into its nest. Do not make a foolish attempt on your own. It would spell certain misery.
Okay then. I mean, I guess a tree could watch an egg. Neither one is gonna go anywhere, you're right. Okay. Do do do. I
It's
got a
the withered
branch.
limb of a dying tree. I feel so guilty. I really do. It's a large, slick, and somehow disturbingly reptilian scale. I think I just made a funnel. Cool. I'm so proud of myself.
Uh, somewhere over here.
This should do the trick.
Have a drink. Creepy tree. I don't. Mm. I think they should charge more than $15 for this water. I thought it was a lot at first.
Talk about instant rehab. Talk about instant rehab.
Yep, yep, sorry, wrong. Yep, yep. You said that.
Hello? Hello?
Leave us be.
Are you okay?
We find our strength returned, and so we have no time for idle conversation. We must drink and rejoice.
They're partying.
Aren't we forgetting something?
Hush, listen. The song of ancient wood. Is it not sweet?
Sweet. Definitely. Yeah. The baby's probably ready to boogie down as well.
The baby. Oh, the egg. Thank the earth. We almost forgot.
Oh, good catch. Like, oh yeah, the egg, we forgot. Yeet. Oh,
What? What was that?
the mom.
Uh-oh.
Oh, she's shiny and bright.
It is you. You have come.
You know me?
April, daughter, I have been waiting for you.
Waiting. Why?
Because it begins here, with you, as it always has.
What do you mean?
The breach and the mending, the pain and the joy, the end of the old and the dawn of the new. A different world. I am the mother of what is, but you are the mother of a future that may yet be.
How will I know? How will I know what to do?
I will guide you, and I will protect you as much as I can. But in the end, you are on your own.
I'm afraid.
You always were, my child, my daughter.
So did I just... Wait, is the egg my little sibling?
This is probably not a good thing.
Oh. Well, good night, dragon. Chapter 1. Penumbra. Am I a dragon?
What a
Or is
nightmare.
April a dragon secretly?
I'm completely exhausted. I must have been tossing and turning all night. It's so hot in here, too. No wonder I keep having these weird dreams. I've basically been simmering in my own sweat every night this past week.
Oh, yummy.
Doesn't
Thank
look
you.
like it's gonna cool down anytime soon, either. It's another sunny day in Newport.
Where is Newport?
Well, it's a good thing the studio's got proper air conditioning. I promised myself I was going to spend most of the day working, and I don't intend to break that promise. Not this time.
Oh. Oh, that's... There you go. Okay. There I went away. Picture. Picture, thank
It's a
you.
picture of me and my friends.
Wait, what?
It's a picture of Charlie, Emma, and me in Florence Park. Marcus took it about a month ago before it got real hot.
Those are a lot of names. Wait, what was that? Cash card.
My cash card at the moment is really quite useless. There can't be more than $1 or $2 left in it. That fan is supposed to keep the room nice and cool in the summer. Sure, yeah, it's at least, 1/4 of a degree cooler in here when it's on.
Okay. It's still quiet, is what I'm being told. Hold on. Hold on. We will try this. It sounds really good on my end. That's why I'm like, sure. Ah, yeah.
That's my work. It's
How's
supposed to
that?
be a portrait of my life study teacher, but I think he might disagree.
I could do this
Hello?
too.
Testing. That's my desk, so, theoretically, that's where I'm supposed to do my work. I think my muse has departed me for greener pastures, though, because lately, inspiration's been fleeting at best.
Is it still quiet? Like, better don't mess with it, or better keep going? Now I'm super loud. Okay. How's that? Alright.
I worry about the exhibition coming up in 2 weeks. This is the net result of my work. A pile of nothing. And it's not even a big pile of nothing.
Alright, so you can hear her, and I'm not too loud, right? Is that good? I can change it a little more. Okay. I will continue with my life.
My on-again, off-again diary. We've had a turbulent relationship, her and I. Dear Diary, note to self. Dreams of talking trees and dragons aside, it's still no excuse for talking to inanimate matter in the real world. So quit it. No, that's just too weird. I'm part of the should be reading more but life's too short generation. We embrace our illiteracy. The last book I read was How to Seduce the Man of Your Dreams. Now, if I can just find a man to dream about, I'll be all set. Books. I don't read much, but I believe it's important to maintain an intellectual facade.
Man, I feel that. Pick up my diary. Oh, hi.
There's a loose sheet of paper in here. Hey, it's my timesheet from the cafe. I completely forgot I put it in here. Good thing I found it, because I'm broke.
Yeah, that's an
I've
important
been
one.
keeping a diary intermittently since I was 5 years old. Not the same one,
5?
of course. I started this one, I think, April of this year.
That's ironic.
It's my diary.
Can I don't get to... Okay, I'm not reading her diary, apparently.
It's a list of the hours I worked this past week at the cafe.
You just go throw it out the window.
It's been too hot to sleep with a cover, so I don't. I don't need to make my bed. It's been too hot to sleep with a cover. I had to borrow some posters from the cafe because I just can't afford to buy any of my own. When I think about it, that's so depressing.
That... Yeah. But it's better than looking at a blank wall. It's okay.
Shelves.
Oh. Okay, thank you for that. That was very descriptive.
It's just a chair.
So was that. Little plant.
I'm not good at taking care of living things, but this plant's doing just fine despite months of neglect.
Is it fake?
I'm not good at taking care of... Nice view, if you're into brickwork.
Ready? There it is. Infamous ducky.
It's a rubber ducky, helplessly trapped under that rusty old grill. It's a seagull. The poor guy looks quite hungry.
What?
Whatever those pipes are spewing out, I know one thing for sure, it ain't water. I still haven't figured out what runs through the canals in Venice, but I'm sure it can't be water.
Venice. Okay.
I don't know what that chain's for, but it's connected to some kind of mechanism at the bottom of the canal.
Ugh. Huh. Okay, that. Thank you.
Spiky.
Spiky.
It's a clothesline.
Oh. Oh. Now it's over there.
The wardrobe is actually made of real wood and not that synthetic crap that makes me sneeze and itch all over.
Okay.
Alright, so my wardrobe's sort of chic deficient, but I can't afford to be cutting edge. Useful, practical, and cheap is my shopping mantra. When fame and wealth come knocking, I'll buy a wardrobe the size of an ocean
see the
liner and fill
monkey.
it with clothes for $1 million. Right now, I'll try to focus on my work. It's Constable Guybrush, my toy Ape.
Oh.
He doesn't much like being called monkey.
Sorry. I did not just call him. It says toy monkey. What do you want from me? This thing is terrifying.
I think one of his eyes is falling out. Constable Guybrush is a strange hybrid between man, ape, and musician. In addition to being an officer of the law, of course.
Are you ready?
It's a wind-up mechanism.
Let's do it.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! Hands up! Spread your legs! And do the monkey!
Mildly amusing, but irritating as hell. I think I'll shut him up now.
Love it.
It's Constable Guybrush.
Constable Guybrush.
I could only carry one suitcase with me when I left home. There was so much I would have loved to bring, but c'est la vie. At least it was a clean break with my past. I guess when all my hard work starts paying off, I'll get a house and fill it with all kinds of new junk. The past, who needs it? It's a bunch of drawings I drew when I was a kid. I don't even know why I brought them here. They mean absolutely nothing to me.
They don't mean nothing to you if you brought them there, April.
I'd better head over to the studio to do some work. Only 2 weeks until the big show opens, and my contribution is in serious need of attention. Might be a good idea to get dressed first, though.
There was no option. Oh. Yeah, this guy.
Hey, babe.
No.
Babe, you're looking real sexy today.
No.
Zach, listen, I've got to run, and...
What's going on, April? How you been?
Bro. I don't really have time to hang out. And I'm not gonna
I
be
don't
nice.
really have time to hang around.
Then how about hanging out with me tonight? A few raptures, some hot dancing. Did I tell you I got a VIP pass to the pavilion? Those things are hard to come by, babe.
Absolutely not.
No, that's not gonna work, Zach.
What? You got something against me, babe? Do I offend you in some way?
Yes.
Oh, no. I just don't think it's a good idea for us to be together like that.
Hey, whatever. You come crawling back when you realize your mistake,
That
babe.
right there.
I'm out of here.
That, yep. Bye. Go. Shoo shoo.
What an asshole.
I agree. Ugh. Huh.
That's
Click.
Zach's room. I've never been in there, and I pray I never will.
It is so hard to click.
Nuh-uh. I'm not knocking on that door unless it's absolutely necessary, and frankly, I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Plant.
Organic plastic.
What?
It grows, and it converts carbon dioxide into oxygen, just like real plants, but it doesn't need nourishment of any kind.
Organic
Convenient.
plastic?
But disturbing.
Okay. What am I doing with this thing?
It's a leaf of organic plastic. It grows, it converts carbon dioxide into oxygen, but it doesn't need water or sun. No nourishment of any kind, actually. Convenient, but disturbing.
What is this? I don't get to look at the poster. What is this?
It's a fact, as in FACT, Free Access Terminal.
What? What? FA using a C from access? Let's go talk to it, I guess.
Computer.
Voice interface is not installed. Please use the touchscreen interface to communicate with this free access terminal.
Oh, okay.
Computer. What in the Star Trek?
Why not consider a very reasonable upgrade? In addition to a voice interface, True Holo display technology and Instacredit compatibility.
No, I'll just use my hands, thanks.
You are missing out on a great opportunity. If you upgrade now...
Hold on. You understood that. You have a voice interface installed already. Why would I pay to have another one installed?
Current voice interface is for sales purposes only. If you take advantage of this very affordable upgrade today...
No, really. This terminal doesn't belong to me.
Noted. Please refrain from voice communication in the future, or you will be reported to the FACT FUB and charged for processing time.
FUB?
FUB?
Fair Use Bureau. They are authorized to carry
What?
deadly
Why?
arms.
Well, whatever. Sorry.
It's like when you try to hit the X on a mobile ad and it keeps going. And it's like, click this X now. Okay, now wait for this to go all the way around and click X. And then you miss and it takes you to who knows where. Like, downstairs. Oh my god. Run, April, run. Thank you. Oh, Fiona! Alright, it's a fan.
More fans. Proper air conditioning was apparently never a viable alternative for the contractor.
Yep,
It's a chair.
it's a chair. It's a coffee table.
I picked this table up at a
Oh.
flea market for $10 last month. That's $9 more than it's worth.
What is this? Don't know. A plant, maybe?
San Francisco.
I know that.
Love to go there someday. Someday soon, hopefully.
Ah! Here it is. Here it is.
Look, it's Monkey Boy.
Yay! A little weird post-it.
Be considerate. Keep the volume down after 11 p.m. Fiona. I can't tell what that note's saying as long as it's up there. Fiona's handwriting is not particularly legible.
Huh.
Found. A gold ring under the common room sofa. If it's yours, let me know. But no false claims, please. Fiona. I did lose a gold ring a few weeks ago. I hope this is the one. I'll have to ask Fiona about it. I'm sorry, but big sweaty jocks do not turn me on. I'll take a nerd any day.
What team is that? What am I looking at here?
Annual summer blowout at the Fringe Cafe, Friday, August 4th, 8 p.m. Free food, live performances by Royne Dale, Harlequin Masquerade, The Go-Getters. Tickets available at the bar, $10 only. Spread the word. Pizza and movie night, Monday, July 31st. BYOS. BYO what? Soap?
BYO. Bring your own slice?
Common Room Duty Roster, July 27th. April and Emma. Oh, joy, manual labor, my favorite.
But cleaning? I mean, I guess.
The omnipresent screen. I don't pretend to know how it works, but all the data apparently passes through tiny little black holes in the fabric of our dimension. You know, that really freaks me out when I think about it. It's our screen. We have a nice view of the bridges from this window.
Go steal the matchbook. Oh my god. Run. Run!
It's a matchbook.
Take the matchbook. Steal all the things. Yeah. Shelf.
Shelves.
Thank you, April. Chair.
It's a chair.
Thank you. Sofa.
They really knew how to design tacky furniture back in the late 22nd century.
What?
They really knew.
Okay, thank you.
I feel like someone's staring at me.
Fiona.
That's Fiona, my landlady. She's all right.
I would like to talk to Fiona. Thank you. Oh, we're gonna sit down. Okay.
Morning, Fiona.
Good morning, darling. You're up early.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep.
Are you feeling all right? You look a little pale.
I had a bad nightmare.
I had a bad nightmare.
Again? Well, you're not the only one, darling. Mickey woke me up screaming in the middle of the night. She wouldn't go back to sleep until I made her a cup of herbal tea.
I want tea.
Nightmares?
Apparently. But she refuses to tell me what they were. I think she's embarrassed.
That doesn't sound like Mickey.
I know, darling. Don't tell her I said so. But I've never seen her so agitated in my life. She scared the hell out of me.
I don't know why I have nightmares. I guess they could be stress-related. After all, the exhibition's right around the corner.
Oh, yes. The school exhibition. How's that going?
God, don't ask.
Bring your
I
own
have
spirits.
no idea how I'm going
I
to
could
finish
see
my
that.
painting on time. I haven't
BYOS.
felt inspired in ages.
I think you work too hard, darling. You need to relax once in a while. Live. Enjoy your youth. There's inspiration to be found in hedonism, you know.
No, I don't know, but apparently you do.
I'm an authority on the subject, darling. Ask Mickey. She'll tell you I don't lift a finger around the place unless I absolutely have to.
Where's everybody this morning?
Mickey's tied up in the basement. Mind you, she's not literally tied up, of course, although that is a tempting thought.
Are you getting into your sexual fantasies here, Fiona? Because it's a little too early in the morning for that, don't you think?
Never.
Sorry, I just can't help myself. Anyway, the plumbing is... You probably noticed when you took a shower, yeah? There's no hot water.
Take a shower.
So Mickey's working on that. Getting knee-deep in putrid canal water is her job, thank God.
What about Charlie? He up yet?
No, he's still sleeping, and Emma just went to bed. I saw her come in when I was making breakfast. Do you know who she's seeing now?
I don't know. Some guy?
Those lads I see her with, darling. She's too good for those arseholes. I wish she'd find herself a man who'd treat her right for once.
She hasn't had much luck with love, no?
She's a magnet for creeps, and she's so pretty. They prey on her, you know, bastards.
I've tried to talk to her about it, but Emma's impulsive. She doesn't listen.
She's just as headstrong as you and me, darling, but I'm sure she'll be all right. She's smart and resourceful, and not afraid to speak up for herself.
Shouldn't you be outside enjoying the good weather?
You joking? Bollocks to that. I'll stay inside until September, thank you very much. It's too
Yes.
hot.
Wait for fall. Autumn's the best. Oh, I thought she was getting up. She is. I just realized she's see-through. Yep. I was like, what's going on with her shirt? Why is it like lace? Is this lace? What am I looking at? It's just not loaded in. Ha!
Can I ask you a few questions?
Why, certainly, darling. About what?
I don't know yet.
Tell me
Emma.
about Emma.
Emma? Why, she's your best friend, darling. I don't know what to tell you that you don't already know. You girls are so close.
That's true. The day we met, we clicked instantly. It was strange, but cool.
Like me and Mickey, then? Except for the sex, of course.
That's a pretty big except for, Fiona.
Oh, I guess so. She's the crazy one, Emma is. Not crazy as
Emmer?
in mad as a hatter, but crazy in a good way. Fun to be around.
Emma's always been a little weird.
Exactly, darling. She's a flirt, too, and the boys seem to drop like flies at her feet. No wonder. She's a real looker, I don't have to tell you. I'm sure she could have been a model if she'd wanted, but she's an artist, and a good one, too. I really think she'll be a successful artist. Her sculptures are getting a lot of attention.
Anything else you can tell me about Emma?
She ought to be a little more careful sometimes. She's a flirt, and although she doesn't mean any harm, some lads don't take too well to being teased and rejected. You should tell her that, though, being her best friend and all.
I have told her. She won't listen.
No. She does worry me a little, but she's a big girl and she can take care of herself. I'm certainly happy to have her living here. Next to you and Charlie, she's my favorite tenant.
What did you think of me when we first met?
That's a peculiar question, isn't it? I thought you were quite lovely. I still do, darling.
Do you remember the day I arrived?
Of course, darling. It wasn't that long ago, and I'm not senile quite yet. It was in May, wasn't it? Charlie referred you to me, and you were quite at a loss. First day in the city, wasn't it? I remember. You looked like a lost puppy.
Puppy? Me?
When I saw you lugging that
What, so
suitcase
it's only been
across
like
the bridge,
2
my
months?
heart went out to you. I'm
Like,
glad
maybe
you came
3?
here. You could have been lost anywhere else.
How long have you known Charlie?
Oh, he's one of our oldest tenants. It's close to 3 years, I believe, since he moved in. Charlie is always in a good mood, and he's such a gentleman.
I agree. He's an actual, genuine gentleman.
And you don't see a lot of gentlemen these days, trust me. You have a very good friend in him, darling. Perhaps even more than a friend.
What do you mean, more than a friend?
Not for me to say, darling. If you don't realize it yet, you will.
What's up with Zach Lee?
Zach? I think we both feel the same way about him, darling. He's not actually a bastard. If he was, I'd have had him out of here in an instant. But he is an arse, and a stuck-up, pompous, arrogant wanker.
My thoughts exactly. Aside from that wanker bit.
How's that different
Still,
from being a
he pays his
bastard?
rent on time, and he doesn't make a lot of noise. He keeps to himself. And most
No,
importantly,
he doesn't.
he's shit scared of me, so I can't just kick him out.
He annoys me.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, Fiona.
Me? Why? It's not much to say, darling. I love my job, I love Venice, and I love being with Mickey. I'm a happy girl. Sure, sometimes I wish I could go back to England to see my family, but that's water under the bridge, so to speak. I'm very happy with myself and my life here in Newport.
How long have you and Mickey been together?
Mickey and I have been together since I was 19. She was in her late 30s then. The older, wiser, worldly woman. I found her sweet and charming and intriguing. When I finally realized she was neither of those things, it was too late. I was in love. She stole me away from my dreary British inner-city life, and she brought me here. She was no knight in shining armor, that's for sure, but she knew how to treat me like a woman.
You guys make a great couple.
You think so, darling? Yes, I guess we do. And the sex is amazing.
You never get tired of talking about your sex life, do you?
Never. And if I ever do, please shoot me.
Can you tell me something about the border house?
That's one of my favorite topics, darling. What precisely do you want to know?
What made you decide to run a boarding house?
That's a long story. One of the reasons Mickey and I got together was that we shared a passion for the classic English country inns. You know, quaint, weathered buildings, funny old ladies, and oddly suggestive names like the Lazy Cock.
So why come here to the big city? To America?
We wanted to create a place with a similar atmosphere and hospitality here in Newport. Like a safe house for people like you and I to call home, if only for a short while. So we discussed different options for a few months, and then we decided we wanted to start a boarding house for young, penniless students and artists.
You decided you wanted to do that here in Venice?
We knew that Venice was the place for us long before we came here, but the hard part was finding a building cheap enough.
And this building was available?
Not at first. Like most of the buildings in Venice, this one used to be a factory, but when we first looked at it, a local company was planning to turn it into a bar and nightclub. It was so perfect for our purposes, though, that we appealed to the Venice Borough Council, and after outlining our plans, they gave us the go-ahead at a reduced price, provided we kept our promises regarding our tenants.
What inspired the name Border House?
That came quite naturally when we saw the place. It's on the border between two worlds, isn't it? Between Venice and the city itself. And at the same time, I also believe we're on the border between two more abstract worlds. Between art and spirit on the one hand, and science and technology on the other.
That's very poetic, Fiona.
Yes, I've practiced. I may be an inner-city girl, but I can philosophize and bullshit with the best of them.
Do you and Mickey own the place together?
We own it together, yes, and we've shared the responsibilities between us. Mickey takes care of the maintenance of the building, and I busy myself with the administrative tasks. I also take care of the day-to-day management of our tenants, like deciding whether or not to let someone rent a room. And, of course, the unpleasant business of booting someone out.
I thought you enjoyed that part.
Yes, all right. In some cases I do, but not always. It can get quite messy.
Thanks for the information.
I'm glad I could help you out, darling.
What can you tell me about Venice?
I don't really know much about the history of Venice. You should really ask someone with an interest in local affairs. What I do know is that this whole neighborhood used to be an industrial area, and that about 100 years ago they converted most of the buildings into residences for students.
100 years ago?
And it's a nice place to live, certainly. Friendly people, liberal attitudes, great clothing stores, quite perfect, aside from that dreadful stench from the canals in the summertime.
What's the story behind my apartment?
Your apartment? It's more a room than anything else. Not much more than a large closet, really.
It's not that small.
It's one of our smallest rooms, but it's cheap and it's on a nice floor. I hope you're happy there.
I like it. It's convenient, and it's got an interesting view.
That's nice to hear, darling. As for the story behind it, no unexplained deaths or hidden pirate treasures, I'm afraid. Just a long string of students on a tight budget.
Do you like Newport?
The city? I stay in Venice most of the time. It's easy to forget we're just a tiny little pocket in the middle of a sprawling urban wasteland. But do I like it? I think Newport is one of the great cities of our age. Love it or hate it, you can't argue with that.
And which one is it? Love or hate?
I haven't decided yet, darling. Ask me again in another 15 years. Perhaps I'll have an answer then.
I don't have any more questions right now.
Don't hesitate asking if there's something else you want to know.
My ring.
I'd better get going.
Off to school?
Yeah, there are no more classes this semester, but I have to finish my painting by next Thursday.
For what it's worth, darling, good luck. And don't work too hard, all right?
Oh, I kept the thumbtack.
It's a pushpin.
Nope, not the sofa. Fiona.
I saw this note on the corkboard. I think the ring might belong to me.
I'm sorry I have to ask, but could you describe the ring?
Sure thing. It says Sweet 16. My dad gave it to me. I think it was the only birthday of mine he remembered, or at least acknowledged.
Yes, that's the one. I found it under the sofa when I was vacuuming. Here you are, darling.
Thanks. It's not worth much, but it's got a certain sentimental value for me.
It's a very pretty ring.
Yeah, it is. My dad never gave me anything pretty before or since. He must have won a poker game or something that day. You know what's strange? I don't hate him. He's a bastard and he treated me like crap almost every single day of my life. But I don't hate him. I feel sorry for him.
Why?
Because he doesn't know how to love. He can't love anybody or anything. And because he'll be miserable every second of every minute of every day until the day he dies. God, I'm glad that life is behind me. I hope I never have to see him again. No, that doesn't sound right. I've made a choice not to see him again. Ever.
Okay. But
Dad
she
gave me this gold ring
keeps
on
the
my
ring
16th birthday.
he gave her. I don't know how to fix you, Fiona.
I love this mural, even though the motif is a little trite. I mean, fairy tale forests and magical dragons? Still, it's pretty. I wonder what happened to the artist. Probably making a bundle from cheesy fantasy calendars and book covers.
Machine.
It's a pressure valve. I guess that's a pressure gauge. It's at 100. That's percent, I guess. 100% pressure? What a mystifying contraption, and completely absurd. What are all these valves and wheels and thingamajigs for? What grand purpose does it all serve?
I don't know. Let's turn things and see what
Mystifying.
happens.
It's a rusty old wheel. I'd imagine it turns the water on and off. That's probably Mickey's handiwork. She's the tool gal around these here parts. I wonder why she put the clamp there, though. Oh. It seems the clamp served a purpose after all. What a surprise. It won't budge. The pressure's probably too high.
It is at 100%.
The water tank's full. Mystifying. Nada. Nothing.
Okay.
That cable's been ripped in two. The cables are too far apart to tie them back together. Looks like a big piece of cable was torn off. I hope it doesn't melt or anything. It's alive!
Uh... expected them to be the same at some point here. But I need to keep one of them like that. Okay, maybe this will turn now. No longer at 100% pressure. We can turn the wheel. And then take the clamp.
Mystifying.
Mystifying.
The ring seems to be working perfectly as a conduit between the two cable ends. I'm not leaving my gold ring. Somebody's going to have to replace that cable eventually.
How did I do that without, like, electrocute? You know what? I'm just gonna accept it, and I have a clamp now.
It's a clamp. It's a clamp.
Okay, but why are we... Okay, cool. It's a clamp. There's
That's
Cortez.
He sits in the same spot almost every day. I hate to admit it, but he scares me a little.
Oye, señorita.
Yes?
How are you this morning, señorita bonita?
I'm fine. And you?
Sunshine and pretty señoritas give an old man like me the blues. I like my days cold and rainy. In fact, I think I prefer the world to be in black and white.
Like an old movie.
Like all good movies. But tell me, señorita Ryan, how would you describe your perfect day?
Cold and rainy.
Cold and rainy like yours.
Está bien. We are alike, you and I. But this heat is not why you are unhappy, no? You are troubled by nightmares.
What?
You are afraid of them. You even fear your dreams may be real.
Who told you about my nightmares?
No one. I can tell from looking into your eyes. I see the ghosts that haunt you.
I don't know who you've been talking to, but from now on, stay the hell away from me in my personal life.
No puedo, señorita Ryan. You have a destiny.
Destiny? I don't care what you think. Just leave me
Destiny.
alone.
Destiny.
If
No
you don't face
escaping.
them, I'm afraid your nightmares will continue. Soon they will appear to you even when you're awake.
You need some serious help, you know that?
We all do, April. That's the reason we are here, you and me.
That's it. I don't have to listen to this.
Perdóname. I've upset you. We didn't think you'd react this way.
We?
I hope we can talk again soon.
I don't think so, no.
Wait, he said we. April.
Please, think about it. And señorita, cuidado. Be careful.
Wait, have I had that? April 14th, 2209? A Friday. Happy birthday to me, the big 1-8. Join us, right? Well, not to sound like a complete spoil sport, but 18 feels kind of like 17. Only I could buy a gun and pilot a hovercraft. I'd kind of figured that the number 18 would cast light into the deep, dark chasm of my soul and reveal some grand truth about the universe, like the meaning of life, or at least some explanation as to why all guys aren't complete idiots. But no, nothing. I'm the same person today that I was yesterday. No different. Same old boring April, stuck in the same old boring life, which of course does make me realize something important. I just have to get out of here soon. I have to leave. There's nothing here for me. No future and a past I prefer to forget. And I know where I want to go. The Venice Academy of the Visual Arts in Newport. God knows if they'll accept me into their fall program, but I have to try. Sarah went out there last year, and she's agreed to let me stay at her place for a short while until I can get a job in an apartment. Writing about leaving is both scary and exciting. It's scary because I've never really been on my own before, and I've never been to Newport. And of course, I'm scared that good old daddy will find out why you write it like that? Will find out and force me to stay. Not that he can, but he will certainly try. On the other hand, it's really exciting too. I can't imagine anything that beats starting my own life in a place like Venice. From what I've seen and heard, it looks great. There are lots of little cafes and crisscrossing canals, just like in the real Venice in Italy. And most of the people who live there are young and creative and not afraid to look or sound or be different, which will make a nice change from this place. April 22nd. Today I called the academy and asked them about their admission requirements, and they told me to bring some of my work in when you arrive. They don't really have any specific requirements, only that you're talented and dedicated and hardworking. The lady I spoke to sounded nice, but she didn't make any promises. She told me there are a lot of applicants and only a limited amount of space. I know my work's good, even though I haven't had much training, and I'm definitely dedicated and hardworking. So why am I still nervous? May 1st. I'm sorry I haven't kept up with events in this diary, but with my exams and everything else going on right before graduation, I haven't had the time. I know, bad excuse. I'll just have to take time out too, and I'll definitely keep my diary up to date from now on. May 25th. Arg! 3 weeks of complete silence. I look back at my previous diaries and wonder where the hell did I find the time to write so much and so often? Oh well, I'll try to remember what's been going on these past few weeks. I passed all my exams with straight A's, of course. And tomorrow morning I'm leaving home. Yes, I'm making the leap into the great unknown, and I'm never coming back here. I withdrew all my money from the bank, $2,190, and I've packed a suitcase and a bag with my clothes and work samples and books and anything else I can't do without. Unfortunately, I have to leave so much my old toys, some of the bigger canvases, my screen, and it's not like I can have mom ship them or anything. I'm leaving a letter for my family, but I'm not telling them where I'm going. 18 years under constant scrutiny is enough. I really don't want to carry any of that crap with me into my new life. Strangely enough, when I was packing this morning, I suddenly remembered something I'd forgotten a long time ago. When I was a kid, I kept all my drawings in a box under the floorboards so my dad wouldn't find them and berate me for wasting my time. The box was right where I put it more than 6 years ago. I didn't feel like looking at any of the drawings right away, so I wrapped the box up and stuck it in my bag. I'll open it when I get to Venice. I don't think this is the right time for nostalgic reminiscence about my childhood, but I'm glad I remembered to pack the box. So, tonight's the night. I'm sneaking out of here at 4 a.m. to catch the train to Greenvale and from there on to the big city itself, Newport. At dinner tonight, I'll see Mom, Dad, Daniel, and Owen for the last time in a long time while. I don't really care if I ever see Dad again, but I feel sorry for Mom. She doesn't seem to care much for me, but I know she'll miss me, and I know she'll feel very guilty for turning a blind eye to the way he treated me throughout all those years. As for Danny and Owen, I don't really know. Danny's an asshole. He could, theoretically, improve, though I doubt he wants to. As for Owen, he's still a kid. He might turn out okay, but as long as Dad's in control, I'm not too optimistic. I'm going to the pond tonight to say goodbye. I haven't been there in a long while, not since that crazy day. Well, I have to see it one last time or I'll never get it out of my head. As for my friends, I don't really want to say anything. I'll mail them when I get to Newport, to Venice. So, this is the last entry I write here in this house, in this room, in some strange way I can't really understand. I'll miss it. Not much, but I did grow up here. I did spend 18 years, oh my god, in this place. And that's not soon forgotten or ignored. I don't want to feel bad for what I'm doing, but I can't help it. I do feel bad a little. But more than anything, I'm excited about what tomorrow will bring. I think, yeah, I believe I might actually be happy. Imagine that. Friday, July 28th, 2209. Way too early in the morning, and I won't even try to describe the dream I had last night. Like, enough with the fairy tales already. I need to start dreaming about boys and shopping. You know, the important things in life. It just dawned on me that the student exhibition opens in less than 2 weeks. My painting, and I mean that in the broadest sense of the word, is not even close to being presentable. Even that's an overstatement. All I have is a blank canvas, and while that may fool some people, like in, whoa, what an expressive statement of nothingness, it won't fool my teachers. So today I have to put in a solid 6 hours of work at the studio and just hope that inspiration will strike me like lightning from the sky. It could happen. Friday morning again. Okay, so I'm like on my way to school. I'm half asleep. I'm hot. The weather's been unbearable these past few days, to say the least. And I just want to get to the studio as soon as possible. And then this guy, Cortez, who's sitting outside the house like he does every single day, calls me over. Fine, okay, I got nothing against the guy personally. I make small talk about the weather, just trying to get it over with. And then how would he know that I've been having nightmares? Unless Emma or Charlie or Fiona told him? And I know they wouldn't have. How could he know? And I know he's nuts, but to think that I have some kind of destiny, the guy's been doing too many raptures or whatever they popped back when he was double digits. Yeah, so she left in May and today is July. So it's only been 2 months. And the teenage angst.
It's Cortez. I do not want to talk.
I do not want to talk to that weirdo again. Oh. What in
From what I've been told, the clock stopped on the very day of the infamous Venice massacre in 2109, to the minute the police opened fire on the squatters.
Okay. Look at this guy just skipping his way. Hi. How are you? Ow. Oh, okay. Bye. Oh, I think I... Nice hair. I like the rainbow. A thingy!
Rust is the very definition of Venetian architecture. Think of San Francisco without the hills, Paris without the cafes. Venice wouldn't be the same without the rust. It would be better, not the same. The alarm is active, but it can't be very effective with the doors wide open like that. Still, there's always somebody around, so I guess we're safe.
Can I poke it?
Whoops! Was that me?
Okay. Can
Just a wooden bench.
I sit on the bench? Okay. We're sitting on the bench. My cursor is broken. We're just sitting on the bench. April? Okay. Well, I know a lot of this was technical difficulties, but it should be working better the next time I stream it. I'm gonna call it here because it is getting pretty late. Thank you for watching. We will be back. Okay, so today's Thursday. I'll be back on Saturday and we're gonna play more of Death's Door. More Little Crow with a Sword. So I hope you'll tune in for that, and I will see you then. I gotta, there. Goodbye.